What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 3. My name is Michael. I'll be your guide today. When we last left, we had just killed Yorm the Giant. You see his cinders up there on the throne. And now we have a really cool area to get to. I'm pretty excited about this. So we're starting again with our progress here at the Church of Yorshka bonfire, which is back away, but that's where the road split last time. So everything I do here is stuff you have seen before. I'm just going to run through it pretty quick. Alright, so if you remember, there are horrifying spider leg monster things that live around here. And there's about to be a bunch of them. This time, back that way was Irithyll Dungeon. This time we're going in this cave. This cave's a bad time. Yeah, you can see him there. And they're a little more alert. They're not just going to let us get the drop on them. Greirat's ashes. I guess this is where Greirat met his end. It's not a good way to go. Sorry, buddy. Now, the items that Greirat sold, I believe if we give his ashes to the Shrine Handmaiden, the items that she'll get to sell us are the same ones that Greirat would have sold us if he hadn't died. Excrement-covered ashes, that's not very nice. Hey, we've got Estus soup. We don't need to drink Estus soup, but we've got Praise the Soup. Praise the soup. Now we're about to fight some pretty tough enemies. And things are about to get really real. Okay, so Black Knight facing away from us. You might recognize that picture in the frame he's looking at is a picture of Guinevere from Dark Souls 1. There may be a reason for that. And we see there an archer, a Black Knight archer. It's going to shoot at us once we engage this guy. So we're going to bait this guy back out of the archer's line of sight. And then we'll cut him down to size with a few quick swings of the hammer. We actually get the Silver Knight set from him? That's interesting. Because he looked like a Black Knight. He has... Unless I forget what Black Knights look like. Maybe that's a Silver Knight. In like, dark lighting. And gave us Divine Blessing. It's a full heal. Pretty good. And cures all status effects. I think it'd be fun to, if we get the whole Silver Knight set, to use that. We know the Silver Knights before, in Dark Souls 1, were in Anor Londo. Guinevere also is in Anor Londo. We're driving at something here. There's a theme to this. They do have new lightning powers on their swords. Those pots, when you break them, there's frost that comes out of them. Not too big of a deal, though. Frostbite is not a very dangerous status effect. Chests, and none of them are mimics, at least from the chain. The Leo ring, that is one of the 4 rings of the Knights of Gwyn. I believe that's the first one we've collected. Strengthens thrust weapon counterattacks. That's oddly specific. I don't like that ring just because of how incredibly specific it is, and because we're not using a thrust weapon. Smo's Great Hammer. Now, again, in Dark Souls 1, in Anor Londo, one of the bosses you fight is Executioner Smo. That's his weapon. And you see there's more shit from Anor Londo. This is a pattern. It's interesting that we picked up another Divine Blessing, but it went to storage. I guess you can only hold one at a time. Try Ember. Well, I think we're gonna get invaded for trying Ember. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't do it. Invaded by Londor Paleshade. Now, I believe this invader only appears if we kill the Pilgrim in the Church of Yorshka, which we did. It's interesting that the shield he uses is the Dark Hand, which means he has... Let me get Mannequin Claws. He has some tie to the Dark Wraiths and thus to the Abyss. Now, the Pilgrims do seem to kind of worship the Dark and death in general, so maybe that's not all that surprising. I hear more invaders. Or maybe that's a different noise. These spells don't hit hard, but they are very annoying. Give them a backstab. That wall looks weird, but it's not illusory. Now in here there's an elevator, and this is going to be our shortcut, I believe. Oh. Yeah, okay. That over there, that doorway is to the Church of Yorshka. So if we die against the boss, it will be a very short run back. Let's pull the lever to get the elevator back up here. And then try to not die against the boss. Now, I believe that we will be able to summon Henri for this fight. I am, again, going to try to beat the boss without... I guess there's a couple places we have to go through first. Yeah, that's cool. But I'm going to try to beat the boss for this area without summoning anyone first, but last time I did use assistance, and I've heard from other people that doing the fight alone is very difficult. So, if he gives us too much trouble for the sake of progressing, we may need to call for help. Oh, where did you go? I knew you were there. That's another thing, by the way, in these games. I don't think there's anything, like... I don't think that it's cheating to use, oh, shit. To use, assistance. I think the games are hard enough as is. There's no need to, like, restrict yourself like that. There's a lot more than I initially saw. And honestly, there are some fights that really look like they're designed for multiple players, or at least computer assistance, which I think is usually why they put NPCs right there. Enemy on the ceiling got me good. I guess he was up there, but I just couldn't see him because we never got close enough to reveal the invisible dude. Yeah, okay, this is where we came in. The other way through the rooms. We heal for a lot with that. That's interesting how you can't actually see their corpses either until you get pretty close. Leading me to an illusory wall? No. You can hear some of the Londor Knights. Or not Londor Knights. Whatever they are. These dudes. Stepping around with their big scythes. Scythes are cool weapons. I like them. Now this is Blackhand Goddard. Oh yeah, this is... Hey, I guess this is how we get to that treasure we saw? We will do that after the boss fight. I don't know if I picked that up my first playthrough. And here's Henri. We're going to handle just a couple of other things before going to the boss. There's, I think, another shortcut to open up down here. Oh, shit! Fucking invisible enemies scaring the crap out of me. But yeah, this is back into that plaza that we could jump into. Also fairly close to the, Actually, we have a clean run back from the church here. I feel almost like we should take that to restore Estus. Let's get this item first. And then be ready to equip a Homeward Bone. We'll also spend our souls. No one saw us. Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. Let's get back to the Shrine Bonfire before we discuss that. So that's a pretty important item. I actually want to read the lore on it and see if it's any different in this game. It boosts miracles. Ring of the Sun's Firstborn, who inherited the light of Gwyn, the First Lord. The Sun's Firstborn was once a god of war until he was stripped of his stature as punishment for his foolishness. No wonder his very name has slipped from the annals of history. There's, if you're new to Souls, you might not know, but there's a big argument from Dark Souls 1 over, like, who Gwyn's firstborn son was. There's a lot of people who think it was Solaire. A lot of people who think maybe it's Andre over there. But we actually get an answer to it in this game, so that, you know, stay tuned for that. Let's sell some souls, and then level up.
Ah.
Oh, also, let's give these and Greirat's ashes.
Gracious, passing fine ash thou'st given. Let this ash bestow nourishment. I only... Gracious, passing fine ash thou'st given. And awfully warm at that. Almost as if it had lived mere moments ago. Oh, forgive an old woman's idle prate. I'm sure an ashen one such as thee would never indulge such base contrivances.
No, I didn't kill him, if that's what you're implying. Spider things did that before I could. But yeah, we have more gear we could buy.
Ashen one, be sure.
Oh, I need to sell you stuff too. There we go.
Ashen one.
Alright, I think I can get a level or two.
Very well, then take.
What?
Welcome host. Very well,
That
then
was
take
weird.
nourishment from. Let these
Seems good.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flame.
We should have a mostly cleared path to the boss using that shortcut. So we know there's invisible people in here that I missed before, but this time I got them. And there should be some knights up here. That's my fault. I was mashing. Okay. So this boss is definitely from, you know, if you're going to fight them alone, they're definitely one of the hardest in the game. It gives a lot of people trouble. Again, if you're having trouble, bring Henri. If you want, bring Henri and Goddard. But let's see, this is going to be my first time fighting them solo. Pontiff Sulyvahn. Air of Fire destroyed. Yeah, when he goes into that second phase, he makes a shadow clone of himself. You can kill the clone. Other than that, I mean, I didn't think that was that bad. It's a pretty fair fight. He's dangerous, but he doesn't have much health. So, just be careful, roll through his attacks, and counterattack when you can. I don't think we can open these doors at the side. But I just want to make sure. No. I wonder how many Titanite scales I have. None? That's unfortunate. I should probably sell these shards. I can get, I think, 100 souls each for them, so that wouldn't be a bad number. I might do that towards the end of the game. Let's head back to Firelink, spend souls, and now I'm going to give you guys a cliffhanger for next time. The next area that we're going to go into, by the way, there's a faction that is dedicated, or a covenant that's dedicated. Hey, we can get Titanite scales from her. Well, I think that's the most important thing for us to be spending souls on. Hang on, let me sell some stuff. Sell Soul of Pontiff Sulyvahn. I need all of your Titanite scales. Thank you.
Ashen One.
That's way better than leveling up. And I don't have any key items either. Any, like, Estus shards or anything. Yeah. But yeah, the next area that we're going to, there is a covenant dedicated to PvP in this area. So there's a good chance we'll get invaded. I also noticed that here we seem to get invaded by people in pairs of two. It's very annoying. But I'm just going to show you guys. I think it's right out here. Oh no, it's not going to tell me the name of the area. Maybe it will. Let's find out. Darn, no. But we'll deal with that crystal lizard next time. If you can see there, that architecture could be familiar to some of you. Could be very familiar to some of you. And we're gonna go there. And it's exactly what you think it is. But that is for next time. We are out of time today, so we will move forward. Hopefully, get one invasion. Hopefully no more than one, just for the sake of progressing. And that'll be next time, so I will see you guys then. And until then, praise the sun.